I grew up in the industry, and I say that quite literally. You know, from the time I could walk, I was on job sites with my dad. He was a framer and a drywaller. I learned to read off of blueprints, and I learned fractions off of a tape measure. I've sat in pretty much every chair, owner, architect, contractor, and have had experience in all those. And I try to bring that perspective of each seat at the table into every project that we do. Beecher Development Services is an owner's representation company. We provide project management services, construction management services, design management services for investment firms, developers, landlords, end users. We're very strong in the private sector. For the last 14 years, every job that we have has come through word of mouth.
We view ourselves as a steward of our clients' assets and investments, and we serve our clients as if we are the building owner or the developer ourselves.
I choose jobs based on a few factors, none of which have to do anything with the market. First and foremost are the people that I'm working with. You need to know that this is someone that you can work with, that you can have a tough conversation with. At the end of the day, go get a beer together because you respect each other and what the other person brings to the table. Number two is the complexity of the project. And that's not to say we don't do simple projects, we will, but we're more intrigued by the project that everybody says can't be done. Those challenges are what gets me up in the morning.
We understand a deal from every perspective. We understand what it looks like from the designer's perspective, from the GC's perspective, from the lender's perspective to the building owner. So thought goes into every step of the process.
In construction, you know, a lot of things are built upon trust in business also. And so one thing we noticed with working with Matt, we built trust very quickly.
When I first met Matt, it was pretty clear that his approach was a little different than the other third-party project managers that I work with. He's always thinking about what's best for the project.
So the risk for the drywaller and the plumber might be different than the risk for the engineer. It's definitely different than the risk for the owner. But at the end of the day, everyone's success is dependent on the success of the project itself.
I'd say as that team we built, we all were focused on the project. The results were a huge success for all of us that were involved.
We'll do whatever it takes. And if it needs to be done, we've probably done it before.
I like the way Matt does things. I like the way Matt thinks. I like the way he works with people, and always shows respect for whoever he's with and around.
That person across the table has pride in the work that they do. They want to look at that building and be proud of it, but they want to be valued for what they bring to the table.
Construction is, you know, not without challenges. And so how you approach those challenges can make a huge difference.
You can hold people accountable to their promises and the expectations that they laid out without being a jerk about it.
I'm not one to burn bridges either. And so Matt and I do speak a fair amount whenever we have issues as to, you know, long-term impacts to relationships with our vendors.
In the construction and design industry, we've all know each other, we've all worked together. And if you do something to ruin your reputation, it spreads like wildfire, and you're not going to lose your career, but it's just going to be, people are not going to want to work with you.
I feel it's critically important to build with respect of the future tenants in mind. We feel it's important to still respect who's going to be in that space and to really build a project and manage a project as if you were going to live in the space. Build with quality and build with care and build with responsibility and stewardship, ultimately.
I want to make an impression on the industry that lasts beyond my lifetime. I want to build buildings that make the community better for hundreds of years to come. And I want everyone on the team to do that with us.